Evidences of evolution. Evolution. Enormous number of organisms exist on the earth. Many of these at present have large number of common features which provide evidences in favor of organic evolution. These features help in tracing evolutionary relationship between organisms. Evolution is a fact that life has changed through time. In nature, the characteristics of species keep on changing and new species keep on evolving. Evidences in favor of a common descent of living things have been discovered by scientists working in a variety of fields over many years. These evidences have been divided into different categories. Some of the important categories in which evolutionary evidences can be divided are morphological and anatomical evidences, embryological evidences, paleontological evidences. Here we will learn about each of them. Morphological and anatomical evidences. These are based on the similarities in the external and internal features of the different kinds of organisms. These features are homologous organs, analogous organs, vestigial organs. Homologous organs. The organs that perform different functions in different species but have similar basic structure and similar embryonic origin are called homologous organs. For example, the forelimb of a frog, wing of a bird, paddle of a whale, and arm of a man. All of them have same origin and same structure. They are structurally similar and made up of the same bones, humerus, radius, ulna, metacarpals, carpals, and phalanges. Why these organs differ in form and function? Because these animals are living in different habitats and the organs have to perform different functions. In frog, the homologous organs, that is forelimbs, perform leaping movement. In bird, the homologous organs, that is wings, are meant for flying movement. In whale, the homologous organs, that is paddles, are used for swimming movement. In man, arms are used for various functions like holding of objects, expressing the desired action, etc. But the basic similarity in the forelimbs of these different vertebrates indicate that all these organisms had a common ancestral group, means they all evolved from a common ancestor who had 5-digited limb. Analogous organs. The organs which are quite different in fundamental structure and embryonic origin but perform same function are called analogous organs. The wings of an insect and a bird both perform action of flying, but the wing of insect is a fold of membrane, whereas wing of a bird is made up of feathers and skin supported by bones. The similarity of these organs is due to adaptation in flying, rather than to inheritance from a common ancestor. Similarly, wings of a bat and wings of a bird both look similar, but actually they are not. The only similarity is that both are adapted for flying. Evolution by stages. Here we see an example of evolution in eyes by stages. Complex system of vision we see today has evolved in stages in different organisms. If we start looking at this system from simple to complex, prokaryotic organism like Euglena had also photoreceptors present in its cell that could detect light. Eye is a complex organ of sight in animals. Planaria, commonly known as flatworm, has simple eyes. Still they ensure its survival. From this basic design, more complex structure evolved in different organisms. For example, eyes of octopus, insects, fish, horses, etc. are of different structures and also have separate evolutionary origin. To conclude, eyes in all these organisms are analogous structures which have developed step by step as per the requirement to adapt due to changed environmental conditions of different animals. Vestigial organs. The organs which are non-functional and reduced in an organism are called vestigial organs. But these organs were well developed and performed functions in ancestors. The organs become functionless when the animals enter into new habitat or when their function is taken up by another organ. For example, the vermiform appendix present as an outgrowth of the large intestine, nictitating membrane in the eye, and coccyx, small bony structure present as tailbone in human beings. All these are vestigial organs. The vermiform appendix has been found to be functional among the herbivorous ruminant mammals. Similarly, the nictitating membrane is functional in birds and provides protection to the eyes, but in human beings it is represented as a small fold of skin in the extreme corner of the eye. Coccyx, commonly known as tailbone, is functional in other many vertebrates but rudimentary in humans. Rudimentary existence of vestigial organs explains that these organs were fully developed, functional and necessary in our ancestral forms. However, these are gradually disappearing in the living forms due to some changes in the lifestyle. Embryological evidences. The embryological evidences also show support to organic evolution. Embryology refers to the study of the development of an embryo from fertilized egg to a young one. When embryological study was done, striking similarities were found between the developmental stages of different animals. All multicellular organisms begin their life as a single-celled stage, namely zygote. It undergoes multiple division to produce the first embryo called morula. It develops into a single-layered second embryo called blastula. blastula stage develops into next stage called gastrula. This stage of embryo develops into adult after passing several more stages. On observing the changes taking place during development in many organisms, it shows that every multicellular organism passes through these stages. The early embryos of fish, tortoise, bird, and human resemble with each other very closely. But later on, full-grown embryos pass through different stages and lead to the formation of specialized features in each organism. These post-embryonic stages of development make them entirely different in shape and structures. But the similarity of early embryos tells that these animals have common ancestors. Paleontology, the branch of biology which deals with the study of extinct organisms that are now available only in the form of fossils, is called paleontology. The study of fossils indicates the structural features of organisms that existed then, and by comparing it with the existing forms, we get a clear indication as to how evolution has taken place. An entire organism or part of its body may have become buried in the deeper sediments of the earth, resulting in the formation of fossils. So fossils are traces of animals that are found deeply embedded in the solid rock. Normally, hard parts like spicules, setae, chitinous exoskeleton, shells, spiny exoskeleton, scales, bones, feathers, teeth and hair of past lived organisms were preserved as fossils. The evolution of life appeared from simple to complex, proved through fossils also. Paleontological evidences. By arranging the fossils in the order in which they appeared on Earth, many fossil series have been established. Such series demonstrate as to how various forms of life have changed gradually over a period of millions of years. As a result, the evolution of a number of animals, such as horse, camel and elephant, has been clearly understood. Plenty of fossil evidence is now available so as to establish human evolution too. A well-known example of a fossil is the ancient bird Archaeopteryx. It showed a number of features like wings, feathers and beak as seen in the present-day birds. It also showed certain features like presence of teeth, presence of a long tail and scales on the body, characteristics that are seen in reptiles. Thus, Archaeopteryx represents an extinct link between reptiles and birds. The observations provide a clue to the evolution of a bird from its reptilian ancestor.